We're going to look at how to create an abstract animation like this in Blender using the Emission shader. Okay, so in Blender, we'll delete the light, and this object we will add an array. Okay, and then we can say a count of 20, and the distance will be 1.1, so there's a gap. Okay, we can then apply this array and add another array. This time we can make it 40, and the distance will be 1.1 in y, and x will be 0. So we get this. We'll apply this array also. We'll then go to edge, bevel edge. We could have done this before. 0.2. Okay, then we can add a couple of segments. So it is smooth like this. We can then add a displacement modifier. Create a new, go to texture, add clouds, make Warnoy 1, and size make it 15. Okay, so this is what you get. Go to modify panel and increase the size to big, and then make it in Z. Okay, so you get this effect. Now we'll go from coordinates local to object, add empty arrow. It can be any empty, doesn't matter. I'll use empty, and then when you select the empty and move it, you get waves. So I'll move it somewhere away, hit the I key location, go to the last frame, move here, I location. So we got the animation of the waves moving. So I think it's not moving enough, so I'll go move it back and update my location key, so there'll be faster movement. Alright, so this is good. I'll go to the front view, shift D to duplicate and move it up, so we get a tunnel. Now both of these are moving at the same pace, so we need to change this. So I can make this say 7, then the texture we can change it to say 192 or something, so it is different than the first one. Okay, and then both have animation. So the camera, we go to camera view, then view, camera view, then you place the camera between the two like this. Okay, and then we go to camera and then change the view to something like 15 so that you get a wider vision. Okay, you can select these and scale them if you want. We can move the camera in the middle. Okay, and then we go to the side view. I for the location of the camera, go to the last frame, move the camera somewhere here, I location, so the camera moves now. Okay, so when the waves are coming towards you and then the camera is going forward, so it looks cool. Alright, now these boxes, I should have done this before, but I'll go to tab, right click, subdivide, then I'll do the same thing here, right click, subdivide. Okay, so you get more faces. So you can, now we will add some light. So we'll go here and we are in EV, we turn the bloom on. Okay, we go to material and make this metallic. Now we add skin space refraction, and here we add skin space reflection. So you get the reflection here. Now we'll hit the tab key and select any one polygon and go to select random. Okay, and then the random selection will reduce it to say 0.1. So less of it is selected. We go to materials, add a new material, change it to emission, color say red, and strength say 20. And then important thing is to assign that. Then you get this effect. You will have to do the same thing on top. So we'll go to select the top one, select any, select random, again 0.1. We'll add a new material, emission. This time we will use green color, assign it, and increase the strength to 20. Okay, and we'll then do the same thing to the bottom one. Select any other face, add a new material, make it emission, make it blue in color, increase the intensity, assign it. Select random, assign. Okay. So select anything else, add a new material to red color, assign. Select random, assign. Okay, and then you can select the camera and add depth of field. And what you can do is add empty single arrow, and then place the arrow where you want the depth of field to be. Say here. Make sure that your empty is in line with your camera, so it is aligned from all sides. Then we'll select this empty, shift select the camera, and then say Control P, object transform. Okay, so as the camera moves, the empty moves. Now we select the camera, go to depth of field, and here we need to name this empty cam, so we know which one it is. Select the camera and select the empty cam, then reduce the aperture. Then you get depth of field. You can play with the depth of field to your liking. You can go to your environment settings and make it darker, and that's about it. You play it and you get this cool animation. Okay, so things are moving, the camera is moving, and you have depth of field. To go to render image, this is your output. You can play with the bloom settings and other things to make it interesting. So we can increase the amount of bloom and so on. So you can reduce the okay. So create really dynamic looking scene. What you can also do is, if you want, take this Shift D and rotate it 90 degrees. Place it here. Tab. Select this. We can select these, a bunch of these. And put it here. We can go to 3, 7. Right click and say separate selection. Tab, select this. Shift P. Rotate it 90 degrees. And object set origin to geometry, move this here. So you get a closed circuit. Render image, and this is what you get. Now what you can also do is select the camera, go to graph editor, and we can add some animation to the Y. So not Z, delete Z, delete X, select Y, modifier, and add noise. Okay, scale it to say 20, strength can be 0.1. It's going to animate. I cannot use the space bar while I'm recording, so strength maybe 1, so you can really see the difference of what is happening. Okay, so you can see that the camera is rotating while displaying. That's about it. Thank you very much.